Hello and good morning. Let's take a look at the bell work here, and I want you to draw this diagram. Well, let's take a look. They want arc AC. Arc AC is this one right here, and this is an EOC question. Remember, an arc is part of a circle, and the angle, the vertex is on the circle, so it's half. So we got to double that, and that would be 54. So times 2. And that's going to be 54 degrees. And then find BD, that's this other arc. And if you look, the angle is right here, and it's on the circle. So you got to double that as well, 66. Remember, the arc is always bigger. And there we go. And that's how you do today's work. Today you have Performance Matters. Write down this date, because if you go past this date, I'm sorry, you will not get credit. Make sure on Monday, not this Monday, but the Monday before you come back, you submit your work. Now let's talk now about MCR class. MCR class, I want you to work this two ways. Okay? Well, 4 is in common here, but not here. So this is going to be a huge number. We're going to do 4 times 63, and I get 252. Now, negative and a negative on the chart by the date up there yields a plus and a minus. So we're looking for something that subtracts to give us 4. Now, I'm not too sure what it is. Let's see if 252 is divided by 8, let's say. Okay, it doesn't. 252 divided by 12. Okay, that one does work. So I'm going to say 12 times 21. And when you subtract, it looks like you're going to get 8, 9. I think it's 9 when you subtract, but we're getting closer. So let's try 14. I don't think 13 is going to work. So 252 divided by 14 does work. 14 times 18. And that's it. So 14 times 18 is going to subtract to give me the 4 I need. So I'm going to substitute these two numbers in place of that. Now, I want the middle one, or the bigger one, to be a negative. I want this to be a positive. So I'm going to get 4m squared plus 14m minus 18m, and then minus 63. Okay, that's your first setup. I need to get a little smaller because I'm going to run out of space. Okay, so let's take a look. This right here, you can factor out a 2 into m. And when you do, you're left with 2m plus 7. Here you're going to factor out a negative. We want 2, so it's got to be 2 times 9. So it looks like we're going to factor out a negative 9 here. And then you're going to be left with 2m plus 7. 7 times 9 is 63. We're going to go ahead and write one of these. And then what's left, we're going to set it equal to 0. Now I want you to visualize in your head that you're moving the 7 over here, so that's going to become a negative 7 divided by 2 is one answer. You're going to move the 9 over here, that's going to become a positive 9 over 2. Those are the two answers that we should get when we use the quadratic equation. Okay, so let's try it. And it might be kind of big, but oh well. So we're going to say A, B, and C. So it's going to be x equals negative b, it's a double negative, plus or minus the square root of b squared, minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2 times a. All right, let's simplify this radical. So that's going to be square root of 16. This was a negative 63, so that's a double negative. That becomes a plus, and it's going to be 16 times 63. And I get 1008 plus 16. And when I do that, I get the square root of 1024. I'm going to hit shift, square root, and I get 32. So all of this here becomes 32. So now what you're going to have is 4 plus 32 divided by 8 and 4 minus 32 divided by 8. And so if you look at this, this gives you 36 divided by 8. Okay? And that's going to be 4.5 here. And that's what 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. So we got one of them. This one right here is going to be 32 minus 4, but we want a negative there, divided by 8. That's going to be a negative 3.5, and that's what this one should be, and it is. So we have, we did it both ways, and that's what you're going to be doing today. So you saw how I figured out the big number here. I went ahead and used the 252 in the calculator. Today you have some work right here, and I'm going to make some copies for you. But those of you at home, here it is. You got 5 problems right here. All right, so have a good morning.